Thou shalt spend time with thine cousins, and they shall spend time with thee. I think all of us have that idea that we spent our first friends were really our cousins, and we were around them all the time. My cousins, we were around each other 24/7. It seemed like I am 22 out of 26 on the Hancock side, my mom's side, and I'm 9 out of 16 on the Law side. So I have a lot of cousins, and so we were either at each other's houses. We went places together. We did everything together. So my aunt Betty lives on Scott Street, and we would go to her house a lot because she lived nearby. Well, her two sons are older than me. Randy was in upper high school. Russell was probably in junior high. But they knew how to keep me out of their bedroom. They knew, they were like Amy, they absolutely knew that I was petrified of things. So here I am about 4 years old. And Randy knew how to keep me out of his bedroom. And this is the reason. Kiss. Kiss scared the living daylights out of me. I was scared to death. I mean, they were scary. Randy and them had these really scary posters. And Randy knew exactly how to get my goat. Here I am 4 years old, and he's in high school. And I would go to Betty's house, and I would sit on the couch. I would sit next to my mom. I would not get up because I knew Randy was going to try to scare me. I knew he was going to try to do it. So Randy would always try to coax me away from mom. And I'm thinking, oh, he's not going to do it today. I mean, I was a dumb 4-year-old. And I would get away from mom, and Randy would get me around the corner or outside thinking I was going to play wiffle ball or do something fun. And Randy would get me away, and he'd go, hey, Pete, kiss! I would run in terror, and I would go sit next to my mom. Well, he knew exactly how to, that scared me to death. So for a while, I wanted to avoid Betty's house because Randy scared me. Well, during those days, 8-tracks were very popular. And this particular 8-track tape became a symbol of terror. Randy knew how to record on blank tape. So you could play the record and record to the 8-track. And so we had an 8-track player at home, and it was a little tiny yellow one. You push the button, it would skip to the next song. It was so high-tech. It was so awesome. You didn't have to lift the needle to go to the next song. You just hit the button, and it would skip to the next song. So I was very much into Star Wars music. And Randy had some Star Wars music, so he made me an 8-track tape. So here I am, 4 years old. I'm in my sister's room. I'm listening to this 8-track tape. I'm having a grand old time listening to Star Wars music. I hear, the opening. I'm hearing that funky music at the cantina. I'm hearing all these fun songs. Well, all of a sudden, the music stops. I'm thinking, oh, the tape's broken. And then I hear this. Hey, Pete, kiss! I jumped up and I left that room, and I don't think I ever listened to this 8-track tape again. Now, you all may be wondering, what happened to Randy? Did he become a juvenile delinquent? Did he, how did he get his life together? Because he loved to scare me. Well, the funny part is, Randy's an Assemblies of God minister now. So he learned a thing or two about scaring kids. Seriously. So he would even say, if somebody said, give your mom a kiss, I would scream at that. I was so afraid of the word kiss because of him. So Randy, though, now is an Assemblies of God minister, and he's a really good guy. He was just mean. My cousins, Angie, Pam, and Kim, were around me the most. They were either at our house in Jackson Street, or we were at their house on Dina Street in East Clifford. And they were at our house all the time. And my mom was a twin. Her brother, Gerald, they were twins. And so we were very close. And in the days before Kim was born, I just had Amy, Angie, and Pam. And of course, we had the whole HBO incident and all that. But these girls, I didn't realize how much of an influence they had on me. And one of the influences they had is that they did funny things to Pam. I thought they were hilarious. Now, Pam probably would say, no, they weren't, because they picked on me. Well, we're in the bedroom, and Amy and Angie are doing these basket tosses. And you guys some of you probably did these. You would get down on the floor, and you'd have their legs up, and the person would sit, and you kind of launch them. Well, Amy and Angie were doing that. They were kind of doing it really light. And I was back and forth between them, and Pam was in my room playing, and we were back and forth. And Amy and Angie said, "Hey, Pete, have Pam come in here." So I go get Pam and go, "Hey, Pam, they want you." I was the messenger. Here I was like 3 years old, and I'm like the messenger to their shenanigans. So Amy and Angie go, "Hey, you want to do this like we're doing?" And Pam's like, "Yeah." And they are doing these little light tosses. Well, we're in between the bedrooms. The door is closed. And Angie gets down on the floor and goes, "Hey, Pam, come on. I'll do it just like I did Amy." So she gets down, and Pam gets down there, and Angie, with her long legs, launches her across, and Pam goes through the door. The door. She lands in my bedroom. And Pam's squalling and crying, and Amy and Angie are having a great time. And, I don't know where our parents were at because no one ever got in trouble over this. Well, another time that I guess I should say there probably weren't any parents around. The girls always like to roller skate on the front porch. On my porch in my house is a pretty large porch, so they like to roller skate all the way around, and they have their little roller skates and their little pom-poms on the front, and they love to do it. Well, one night, my dad must have been in charge, and I don't know why we weren't at church, because we went to church all the time. And my parents were at church, their parents were at church. We were left to our own devices, and I don't know where my dad was at. He probably was in charge, but he was probably roaming around. And so Pam falls on the porch, and she kind of cracks her tailbone. Well, I remember Angie running to the Market Street Church. And 10 minutes later, here comes the whole church. They descend upon my living room, and all of a sudden, you hear this, "Oh, Lord, in the name of Jesus." And, I'm thinking, are they laying hands on her tailbone? That's all I can think is, are they laying hands on that? And that my house is loud and people are praying. Well, apparently it worked because Pam left. And so the Lord must have healed her tailbone by them laying hands. I don't know if they laid hands on the exact spot, but Pam got up and walked away. Well, Pam and Angie were at our house another time. Well, Pam was developing as a young lady. So there were certain undergarments that she needed. Well, Amy and Angie thought it was the funniest thing in the world. They thought it was the greatest moment of their lives that they were going to get Pam again. So they go into the bathroom in my house, and they take the training bra, and they wrap it around the toilet paper roll, and they attach a note. Now, I'm not exactly for sure what the note said, and it probably wasn't something nice. And they go, "Hey, Pete," because I was the messenger, "go get Pam and tell her to go to the bathroom." So I go to Pam. "Hey, Pam, Amy and Angie want you to go into the bathroom." So Pam goes in the bathroom. She looks at the toilet roll, and you hear this. She is like bawling her eyes out. And my mom finally comes in and goes, "What did you girls do? You stop this. Leave her alone." So that, needless to say, that didn't stop it. But they always like to torture Pam.